Good afternoon. Many of you, like me, woke up today to the most horrific videos of young Israeli girls, 19, 18, 20, on October 7th, being taken into captivity. Something that no one should ever have to watch, never mind mothers of these children. And never mind that the mothers of these children have to agree to make it public, to hear these Hamas terrorists speak as they're handcuffing them and say, these are women who could become pregnant for us. These are young girls who could become pregnant. And the mothers agreed for this video to become public because they're hoping that a world that has become numb, a world that has become indifferent to the pain and suffering of Jews, of Israelis, will watch this horror video and will stand with Israel and help Israel eradicate, annihilate Hamas in Rafah, in the entire Gaza, in the West Bank, and throughout the world. You know, today's Pesach Sheni, which means the second Passover. Many of you don't know of this holiday. But when the Jews were in the desert and it came time to celebrate Passover, there were Jews that were spiritually and ritually impure from carrying Joseph's bones. If you read Exodus, they took Joseph's bones and they brought it with them out of Egypt. And the Jewish people who were carrying it were impure. And they came to Moses and they said, Moses, it's not fair. We also want a time to partake in the Paschal sacrifice. But we were impure. Why should we lose out? Lama nigora. Why should we be different? And Moses goes to God. And God says to him that we're going to make a special Passover, a second Passover, that's going to be a month after the first day, which is today. But the question, of course, is, why not a second Sukkot? Or as we all laugh, let's see someone do a second Yom Kippur or Rosh Hashanah. Why is Passover the time when this happened? And why did it wait for the outcry of the people? Why didn't God on his own just say, I'm going to give you a second Passover? And the answer is because Passover represents freedom. The essence and the gift that God gave each and every one of us to be able to be free. And that's the greatest gift that God gave us. And what the Torah is trying to tell us, that it's never too late to become free. As long as the person on their own cries out and says, why should I be different? And fights to be free, it's never too late. And that's why the second Passover is specifically the time when God gave the second holiday, which we eat matzah by. We don't follow all the rituals, but we eat matzah and we celebrate that idea that it's never too late to be free. Think about those in captivity. Think about these hostages that we saw their videos today. And think about what they've been through for 220 plus days. Think about the sheer horror. Just watching the videos, never mind thinking about what they went through. But it's never too late for them to be free. But they can't scream, Lama nigora. They don't have a way to say, why can't I be free? We have to be their voices. We have to be those who cry and scream for them and say, Lama nigora. Why? Why is the world indifferent to Jewish suffering? Why is the world indifferent to Jewish pain, to Jewish murder, to Jewish hostages? How could it be that today Ireland and Spain and Norway are rewarding Hamas by saying they will recognize a Palestinian state? Thank them. This is the reward for October 7th. So the hostages can't scream Lama nigora. But we could scream, why? Why can't they be free? And we have to every single day, for their sake, for their parents' sake, for their family's sake, for the whole of Israel's sake. But there's something else. It's also never too late for us as Jews and Israel to make up for the greatest failure since the modern state of Israel that happened on October 7th, when 1,200 Israelis were butchered and 250 kidnapped. The state, the IDF, failed these people. But it's never too late for us to make up for that. And for us to make up and say, we will not listen to a world that's indifferent to our suffering. We will not listen to a court a kangaroo court in the UN that will tell us that we cannot defend ourselves, that will try to prosecute our leaders for doing what every other country would do. We have to say it's never too late to eradicate Hamas, not to start listening to the nonsense, to be strong, to speak up, to fight, to take over the entire Rafah. Let them know the price you pay for butchering and murdering 1,250 Jews and 250 hostages taken into captivity. That's the story. What Pesach Sheni means today. These young people deserve to be free, and we have to be their voice that says Lama Nigara. May God bless us that on this day, may God shine His light on these people and on all of Israel and on all the Jewish people, and take them out from darkness to light, from exile to redemption. And may we celebrate together. Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim. Have a great day.